This 9-year-old Memphis City School student, who we'll call Megan, gets ready for class just like everyone else. But unlike most of her classmates, she's homeless.
What I hope for is that we get a new home.
Just before school started this year, Megan's home in the Sunrise Terrace apartments went up in flames. Her 4-year-old brother set the bed on fire while playing with a lighter he found in the parking lot. The family lost everything. Now Megan moves from church shelter to church shelter with her 2 brothers, her mother, and the few things they salvaged.
We living out of a bag.
This week, the family of 4 is sleeping in a small room at the Kingsway Christian Church in Germantown. Megan's mother wakes up at 4 a.m. to make bagged lunches for her children in the church kitchen.
They get tired of going from, place to place.
While her mother packs her lunch, Megan packs her backpack. Then a church van drives her to school.
It's just a pretty cool school.
Last year, the Memphis and Shelby County School Districts identified 1,300 homeless students. This year, they expect more.
Homeless children and youth, this is Dolores.
We've already identified and helped over 400 children, and this isn't even the end of the first 6 weeks.
Dolores Flagg is in charge of identifying homeless students in Memphis and Shelby County. It's no easy task. While there are many students like Megan living in shelters, Flagg says some are found sleeping in their cars or others spending the night on the couches of family or friends willing to take them in. She says the tough economic times are only making the situations worse.
I know we've already seen more foreclosures, people coming through due to foreclosures so far this year than we did over last year.
Some families don't know even though they've lost a home, they still have the right to an education. Federal law allows homeless students the right to stay in school where they were before they were homeless, or go to the school closest to where they've relocated. They're also guaranteed transportation to and from class. But Flagg goes a step further by giving students school supplies and steering them towards organizations that help them find housing.
Children thrive really well given just a little bit of help, and that's what we try to do, is make sure we can offer them as much help as possible.
Flagg says many homeless students will do well in school. Some have been honor students and go on to college. She feels classrooms give the students some stability in their unstable world.
They say I can sit in the same seat, I'll see the same faces, I'll have an environment that I'm comfortable with, that's familiar with me, even though my home life is changing day to day.
No one in Megan's class knows she's homeless.
Only friend I have told is that my house got on fire. It's my true friend.
Megan's true friend is another little girl she met in the shelter. Statistics from the National Coalition for the Homeless show 39% of the homeless are children. After school, Megan walks past boarded up and vacant apartments to get to a study group hosted by a local church.
My favorite subject is math.
Megan's not just going through the motions at school, she's striving to achieve. Her first report card this year shows 3 A's, 2 B's, and 1 C.
I want to get all A's.
It's a drastic change from a student who used to get D's. All of Megan's report cards burned in the fire. The 4th grader says she's looking at it as a fresh start.
So I can start over again and have good grades like I did when I was in kindergarten.
It's like being homeless done changed.
After the study group, Megan goes to a different shelter where she and her family wait until a volunteer opens the church shelter at 5:30. Then she'll wake up and do it all again. If the odds seem against Megan, it doesn't bother her. She has big plans for her future.
Well, I want to be a doctor when I grow up.